From Jurassic World Evolution 2 to Jurassic World Evolution 3, my most wanted feature was made into a reality. Statues. In total, 26 statues, and I'm gonna show you them all now. The first category I'm gonna show you are the base game statues. You'll unlock these as soon as you get the game in the base game. They are the Stegosaurus family, the Triceratops family, the Tyrannosaurus Rex family, and the solo Tyrannosaurus Rex statue. The second round of statues are campaign statues. You just really need to beat 5 stars and reach all the checkpoints to get the statue, really. If you're confused which ones to get, and if you're very picky, I'll show you. They are the Velociraptor statue for beating Montana Badlands, the Myosaurus statue for beating Kauai, the Tyrannosaurus statue for beating Clark County, the Allosaurus statue for beating Katsuyama, the Atambarosaurus statue for Sichan Basin, the Ankylosaurus statue for Nusa Tenggara Islands, the Megalodon statue in San Albertus Island, the Parasaurolophus statue in Azores Archipelago, the Apatosaurus statue in Biosyn Sanctuary, and the Carnotaurus statue in Lockwood Estate. Thirdly are the challenge mode statues. You really just have to beat challenge modes in any difficulty, complete the mission, and voila, you get the statues. The statues for challenge mode will be presented before you go in, but if you don't know, I'll just tell you the statues here. You'll get the Pachycephalosaurus statue for the Kauai camera work, the Brachiosaurus statue for Dolomite Sanctuary, the Dilophosaurus statue for Clark County finances, the Stegosaurus statue for Sichan Safari, the Triceratops statue for Nusa Tenggara outbreak, the Mosasaurus statue for Katsuyama containment, the Gallimimus for Badlands breeding, the Spinosaurus for Azores poor management, and the Baryonyx statue for San Albertus fixed layout. We're not done though. By purchasing the deluxe edition, not only do you get species like the Guanlong, the Concavenate, and so on, but you'll unlock 3 recallable statues for not new species, but species we already have in the game. They are the T-Rex, the Megalodon, and the Pteranodon. To remember, you'll unlock these statues in the base game, these in the deluxe, these for beating the campaign, and these for beating challenge mode. So in total, that's 20 solo statues, 3 if you count the family and deluxe editions, out of 98 species in the base game at the time of recording. Out of 98 species, it's a shame since Frontier is prioritizing canon dinosaurs, as the only non-canon dinosaurs are Maiasaura, Megalodon, and Ankylosaurus. In total, the pterodactyl, or pteranodon, I should say, is the only flying reptile statue. Imagine the Quetzalcoatlus. It's absolutely huge and it's very graceful, especially its colourful patterns and huge size. Imagine comparing this to the regular pteranodon and even to our guests in the park. The Therizinosaurus is also my favourite dinosaur in-game and my favourite dinosaur IRL. It's completely unique to every single other herbivore. Imagine having a statue of this. Another is Kronosaurus. It's a large marine reptile which is full-flipped like Mosasaurus, but it's medium to large size is what I would say, and it's a pliosaur, which I really adore. Frontier, if you happen to be listening, hear this. Let's say a free species, like a Amargasaurus. You'll release a statue for Amargasaurus, but not only that, a handful of other statues for species that don't have a statue. For example, Changosaurus, that doesn't have a statue. Sauropelta, that doesn't have a statue. Tapejara doesn't have a statue. Those kind of statues which would be good, especially for free updates. For DLCs, I have 2 ways, and I'll say the way I prefer. So, the DLC, let's say the Wetlands, it will release, 4 free statues. It'll release the Irritator, the Oshiraptor, the Hypsilophodon, and the Dinocyrus. That's option 1. No other dinosaur, just the species in the pack and the free update. My other solution is they do a poll. Let's say, no one would want to get just 1 statue, but hear me out. Let's say there's a poll, Dinocyrus, Irritator, Oshiraptor, and Hypsilophodon, and the votes voted to, everyone's excitement is Irritator. Then Frontier will do an Irritator statue. But as I said earlier, I'll prefer the first option rather than the second. If we're on the topic of statues, some of you may wonder, what about the skeletons? Well, the thing is with the skeletons, I'm actually quite happy with them. Even though we already have 3 pre-made skeletons in the T-Rex, Spino, and Brachy, I love the creativity on the workshop of people making custom skeletons for custom dinosaurs. A point I love about the creativity is how they use rocks and different pieces for pieces of the skeleton. For example, rocks you can see on the Pharaoh and Giga skull, and the shoulder blades of the Sauropelta are rocks. And once again, I'll remind you, these 3 species are not statues in the game. Remember how I said we have 20 statues in the game out of 98 species? I'm not joking. And remember, there are gonna be many DLCs along with many free updates with possible DLC and base game dinosaurs. For example, remember when they said they're gonna have the Dracorex and Hypleurodon in a combined free update? Well, let's say the statues of it will be Dracorex and Hypleurodon, obviously, but then also a handful of, base game species statues. Let's say there are Acanthosaurus, Dryosaurus, Proceratosaurus, Tropeognathus, Sinoceratops, Dunkleosteus, Spinoraptor, and Dimorphodon. As I said, these 10 species will be released in the free update with Dracorex and Hypleurodon, all as statues, as solo statues to be exact. Well, guys, that's all. See you.